Hey guys, do you think trading halls are comfy cozy? Me neither. That's why we're going to build a cozy little hamlet for all our guys. And I know the perfect place. I have figured out the floor plan of the little village that we're doing, the little hamlet. So all of these purple wall blocks are going to be houses. So I've done it all with the 5x5 method. So each block is 5x5. I've used it for the buildings and then also for the spacing around it. I'm hoping it's going to look really neat and tidy for the... Oh, look, there's a duck. Hello. For the buildings, we're going to be using bricks going into granite, which has this really nice effect in Homestead where it kind of seeps over into it. And then from granite into cut granite bricks. So I think we're going to keep the bricks, big bricks at the bottom, and then granite and small bricks at the top. And then for the roof trim, we're going to be using deep slate tiles. And then for the rest of the roof, we're going to be using a palette of spruce logs, center cut spruce logs from Chipped Mod, and then spruce planks. And I think it's going to look really comfy and warm. There's a nice warm palette and nice rich textures in the wood. And then we've got 8 houses that we're going to build. So we have a lot of granite to gather. I mean, it's like this going through this, like it was a shovel going through sand. So I'm going to take 4, Dinky's going to take 4, and we're going to have a race to see who finishes first.
I've only designed 1.
Let's go!
Okie dokie. Alright, I'm just going to start by laying out my base, I think.
I am going to start with... I'm going to nick all of the single 5x5s, and that way I'll win the race. No, I'm just going to... Because I have less to build.
Cheater!
I'm thinking smarter, not harder. No, I am going to start with this one, just so that I can have a good model of what I'm going to be building towards. And then I'll be able to come back and use this one as reference when I go back to one of the bigger structures.
I'm not going to make any promises to having any rhyme or reason as to why I'm doing things in a specific order. I'm just going to build.
For me, I'm going to keep the big blocks at the bottom, and I'm going to have smaller blocks or smaller bricks at the top. I just think that's going to look pretty. I think that's going to look pretty good. I think that's going to fit. Can't explain why. It just feels right.
Sleep. I'm going to sleep up here. Boom. Can I sleep? Can I sleep? Can I sleep?
I've thought ahead. I got a sleeping bag, so I don't need to go find a bed. I can just, boom, sleep, and I can get on with the race.
I'm sleeping on top of the pillars, so I'm already at work, mate.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know, I'm just going to do it all in regular granite, and then I'm going to work out the texturing afterwards. It's doing my head in otherwise. So, the little house that you're building, is that going to be a house, or is it going to be a worker house?
Some are just going to be where people are living. Like, it's not necessarily going to have every single house as a job site or a trader that's, or like a villager that we can trade with, and just adds a little bit to the comfy vibe, I think, just to have some nice houses, because hopefully we might just have to like build a fence all the way around this hamlet. But we want a few villagers. That's what I was coming over here for. We want some villagers out and about and just walking and making the place feel alive. Have some movement, not just have everyone stationary sat on a cushion. Slab, slab. Okay, I can't really see if that looks right because I'm getting too much glare from the sun. But I think that's right, maybe, yes. Yeah, that looks right. Does it? I think.
Question mark?
Question mark? What I need, I think, is a few of the extra trimmings that I did. Just to make it... Oh, you've gotten so much further than I have.
Oh, I haven't looked at yours.
I am slacking.
Oh, no.
What else do I need? I need buttons. I didn't need to come over here for buttons. I can just make them in my...
You're funny.
What? What do you mean?
That you're worrying about how far I've gotten. Just build for the fun of it. No competitions. It is sleep time nearly.
Yeah, no competition. You just take it nice and slow.
I mean, I gotta move fast. You've given me the big houses to do.
Now I'll take a big house after this one.
You losing your marbles, love?
Maybe?
So that comes out there, and then that one comes out there. Yeah. Ta-da! Roof is done. Not really.
Do you want to come over and see what I'm doing, or?
No, I've got a house to build. Don't you try and distract me. You said it's a race.
I thought we weren't racing.
You said we were, so I'm failing at the race, but I'm racing.
Well, I mean, I did say that, but you're not failing. You're doing really well. Like you say, we've got plenty of spruce. I think we can afford to be a little bit inefficient in how we're building it, but then we said that before, and now we ran out again. But that is possibly because of all the trading we did with the
Fletchers.
With the Fletchers.
We were trying to get levels to do our enchantments and things, and we've got some semi-decent gear now. I mean, we've got obsidian boots that we got for, was it completing 50,000 steps?
Yeah.
I managed to enchant mine with Blast Protection 4 and Depth Strider 3, and then we got the Wildfire Crown for completing the Lava quest, which I'm really happy with that. That makes me... It gives us fire res, so I'm feeling a little bit more tough to go in the nether.
Buy some more bricks, see if we can figure out what terracotta these guys are going to give us. Or one of you further along? Not really. I'm going to trade so much with these guys, and I don't think...
Roof's done.
No! Is there anything that we need from the base?
Glass.
Glass. Okie doke. And who's trying to distract who now? Because if I'm looking for lanterns, I'm looking for glass, I'm looking for iron. I mean, I've got to check all these, I've got to check all these, I've got to check all these.
Sounds like you just checked them.
Not really. Right, so I've got the iron. Do you know whereabouts the glass is?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, sorry love, but we need it for windows.
You say you can't tell me, but...
Maybe I don't wanna.
Exactly.
No, I genuinely don't actually know if we have any. It would be in with like dirt and sand and stuff like that, I would imagine.
Can't find any sand. Yeah, so that is my house. That is my first house. So we've got what do we call them? Center cut spruce logs, just as a bit of a trim there. We got some spruce logs going across as like a support beam. Got this little up and downy because it looks cute. And then just the roof trim. Got the spruce.
You mean you're done?
Done on the outside. Do I want to do a T-shaped house next, or do I want to do a right angle house? What do you think I should do?
Entirely up to you, my love. Do you have designs for all of them?
Nope.
Because literally I only have designs for the tea houses. Or one tea house, I should say.
I just have this, which I'm then going to use as my template for the others. So, as I said, I'm going to use this design just as like the base to build the others from. But all of them should have something inside and outside that's just a little bit unique, a little bit different, just to get that variety. So,
what do you think of this one? I think I'm done with the basics on this one. It needs some little decoration. Oh yeah, I forgot we were doing that.
Doing what?
What you've done with the top. I didn't do that. Mine's all brickwork.
With the buttons?
Yeah.
Or just with the wood?
Although mine doesn't really have the space for it.
No, and I think that looks good. And like I said, each one of these houses are going to have something unique about them, something a little bit different. And even though like they're all based on the same materials, same shape, same thought process, we're going to have them slightly different. Each one's going to be unique. And so I think having one or two without wood in that roof part, I think is going to add to that. So yeah, it's not as I was saying earlier in the day, very specifically, you know, this isn't a race. We're just being comfy and cozy. We're just having a nice time, spending time together. Comfy, cozy, no race, no rush.
Comfy, cozy race, done.
But no, because I'm losing now.
How are you losing?
Because you've done interiors, you've done like a big house. You're definitely going faster than I am.
You're picking all the small ones.
Well, no, I'm doing another T. I'm doing a T shape. I'm doing a 3-block.
Oh, okay. Because you said it at the beginning, and I was like, "Wait, is he actually?"
No, not actually. Oh, although I would like to do another single house if I can. How many single houses do we have left?
I think there's another one over on that corner there.
That was going to be like a little bit of a watchtower, so I might turn that into a house and have a watchtower a little somewhere else, but we'll see. We'll do the rest of the houses, and then...
You could always turn the 2 white entrance pieces into watchtowers.
I could. So I've gone quiet because I'm like trying to look at your build over there and not mimic it per se, but like kind of Like keep to the same theme.
Yeah. Little bit. I don't know if you've explained this yet, but explained why, like how you've come about designing these.
I watched a video, and there's been a few videos that talk about this 5x5 method, wherein you essentially divide things into a 5x5 block, and it just makes things look a bit nicer, would you say? I'm not sure how to describe it. Have you...
I feel like it maybe a little bit more cohesive.
Yeah.
It definitely helps for planning a little bit as well.
That's true.
Because you can kind of break it down into smaller chunks.
I can't remember what the explanation was of why you do the 5x5 other than it...
It looks good.
I'm not sure if it's... Yeah, it looks good. It's something in our brains maybe that just has that odd number. The 5x5, it's just something which I saw a builder say, like, just try this with your builds, see what you think. And I do feel like doing this 5x5 method has made my build look nicer, look better, and I've just stuck with it. And so now, as I said in the intro, I'm just playing around with the idea of not just doing the 5x5 in the build in the house, but also adding it into how we structure the whole, like the whole village, how we place them next to each other. So, as I said, like these white ones just means that we've got that 5-block spacing between houses. So we have that 5-block between this one, and so they look close, but it's not buttered. We've got this little bit of extra space for the trims. It's cozy. And then here, so we would have the 5-block there and the 5-block there. So
it also gives us space to put little decorations around if we want to as well.
Yeah. And again, this is just something that I was playing around with. I found an Instagram channel, Instagram page. I can't remember what its name was, but it had a load of roof designs, and it played around with buttons and signs and trapdoors just to give a little bit more depth to the build. And I really liked it, so I've been playing around with roofs a lot as well, because it's something which I struggle with.
Something we're both trying at the moment is to improve our building. So something we both used to build very flat. Like if you look at the builds that we've done so far, there's no texture really in the block palettes, whereas these, when you were playing around in vanilla, you were really working on how to texturize the walls and things rather than just have like flat granite and things like that.
I think some of like the outside of here does still feel a little bit flat, but that's one of the things which I'm going to build on later to make them a little bit more unique. And as I said, so we've been playing around a little bit with that. And this is just something which I just stumbled on randomly, but the button is similar, pretty much the same width as the stripped part of the center cut spruce log. And so I just think that, as I said, I just stumbled on having the button on the spruce log.
I think I pointed it out on your creative world, didn't I? I was like, how have you done this? I was like, oh wait, it's just a button. I thought he'd found something in one of the mods where it let you do some really cool little
Or is
inserts.
now? It is literally, it is just the button. Simple, nice and simple, just like me. No, it's just like this little simple thing. It just adds a little bit of extra depth to the build, and it just fits really nicely. I just think it looks really nice with this center cut spruce log. Okay, how far ahead of me have you gotten now that you got me distracted talking about all this stuff?
Wait, you didn't have to stop building. You could have explained it was building.
I can't multitask. Right, it's time to lock in and get these done with a montage. More time, just go through the whatever it was you just said.
No.
No. It's tour time in the new village with Dinky and Dan. Is that right?
It was something along those lines, yeah.
I don't think I did it quite as well as you
It
did.
is your time with Dinky and Dan. Do 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 do.
Yeah, see, you did it much better than I did.
Did I though?
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, it's actually tour time with Dinky and Dan. So I built these four,
Yeah.
and Dan built
Built these four.
Yeah, he bought these houses. He didn't
Sure.
build them. He bought them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, your fully deep slate roof. Anyway, do you want to talk through yours first?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll start with the first one I built, which was this one. So I explained it a little bit while I was building it, but as I said, so we just got the large bricks at the bottom, then we texture it with the granite going up into smaller bricks. I've done absolutely no decoration inside. Then yeah, I've got like the little crenellations, I think that's what it's called, in the roof, just because I think it looks cute. And then the buttons in the roof. And this was basically just my blueprint for the rest of the houses. So when I came over to build this one, the roof on the front is pretty much the same, and then it's the same style of like big bricks at the bottom going up to smaller bricks at the top. But then this was a T-shape, so I made the roof over here. Let's go roof over here the same. And it kind of meets up in the middle there. I still haven't done a lot of the decoration, so...
Oh, I like this flooring though. You're saying the Versailles
Yes, this is the
spruce
Versailles.
banks, they do look
something
good.
like that.
Yeah, they look cool.
So I've got a few windows just in the entryway, but I'm going to need more windows in the back here. And then, yeah, fill up those little gaps in the ceiling or do something with them. Because, well, I might either just...
Barrels.
Yeah, I might fill them up, might put them with barrels, a little bit of extra storage, or I could put something cute there. So I wanted to do a T-shaped house as well, or the right
And
angle
this
one,
one you plan to have some creative stuff in there, don't you? So,
Oh,
not
yeah.
creative, create, sorry.
Yes, it's all creative, but this one will be creative.
Yes.
So this one, I did the roof a little bit differently, entirely on purpose, and not accidentally at all. So this one is a whole deep slate roof. So it just makes it a little bit darker, as I was saying before, like it just makes it... We want a little bit of variation in each house. It's also a bit of a flatter roof. It's a little bit more chunky. And same with before, I've done absolutely nothing inside other than light up the place, and I've got a couple of windows across here.
Sensing a theme here.
Well, we're building the buildings, and then next time we'll decorate it all.
Decoration comes next episode.
Yeah. This is the final house design, which I think you weren't massively fond of, but I quite liked it, so I wanted to include it.
It's not that I'm not fond of it, it's just having these, the chunkier bits on the side here just looks a bit odd to me.
I like my chunky bits on the side.
You like your chunky?
And then this is lit up with lanterns rather than sconces. As you were saying, it's got the pointy bits on the side, and I think it's also the way the roof has been designed, it looks a little bit taller. So again, we've got that little bit of height variance between the buildings, so they're not all exactly the same. And yeah, those are my builds.
Okay, might as well just start as we go, because I literally just went round that way to do mine. We inadvertently just picked a side each and did it.
Yep.
This is the only one I actually designed in creatives. This is going to be the Fletcher's build, so I've done wood around the arch because Fletcher's.
Fletcher's, wood, yeah.
And they're going to have like little workstations here when we get them.
Cute.
And I think we're going to have them sat on seats, aren't we?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, so there's space for 6 of them in here. They've each got their own little storage at the top because I did do the interior, but this is the only interior I've done. And yeah, I've tried to mimic what Dan was doing with the granite and the colour pattern and the roof style. I think you did something similar to this roof style. I think it was this one here. I'd seen that in your creative world and I wanted to mimic it, but then I added the extra little notch at the end just to give it some variation and add the front little porch in. Because why not?
I also like with the porch, you kind of go a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down.
Yeah,
Again,
I wanted variation, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did this one, and I tried to mimic your buttons and whatnot from over there as well to bring it over this side. The roof is exactly the same arch, but I did little upside down stairs and stuff in the middle to variate it. Got some little...
I like that.
Thanks. Some little shutters. I might take these off here and put them on the bigger builds instead. So they got like that little bit of extra support down the bottom.
And also, like as I was saying with mine are just sheer straight, whereas this gives that little bit of depth. So I like that. I might steal that on one or two of mine.
No decoration in here. But you know, I have filled the gaps in.
So you are still doing more than I am.
This one, we don't know who's going to live in here, but somebody. I've sort of mimicked that one over there, because this one's just completely straight, but it's wider. Yeah. It's got the same top on the roof, and similar at the front. Not quite the same, but similar. And yeah, there's no decoration in here, but I did add some beams in. I thought that might be kind of a little bit different. Some little support beams.
I like that too.
And last but not least, this is going to be the masons. I decided it as I was building it. So they've got their little front porch thing here with their brickwork. They've got more sturdy foundations because, you know, they're masons. They know how to work with stone. They've got brick all the way around with supports and stuff.
Can I just point something out? I'm not sure if you did it purposefully or if it's happy accident. So because you've got the granite in the middle here, you've got brick and brick. So it kind of looks a bit like a column and it's kind of 2/3 of the way. I just think that looks really cool, like having that on the corner, and then you've done it on this corner and this corner, just like where the brick bleeds into the granite. I think that looks really cool.
Thank you. It was intentional.
Yeah. Nice.
And then inside they got a fancy floor because masons, and they sell the chiseled stone bricks. And I started putting some little shelves and lanterns around and some little supports. Yeah, they'll have their workstations in here. Don't know how many you want to put in each, but yeah. Ta-da! And I have windows on everything and shutters on some. I put shutters on the vertical ones. I haven't put them on the horizontal.
Yeah, I think this is looking really, really cute.
Yeah, I'm happy we got this done. It's looking nice and cozy. It'll look even cozier when we're done with the decorations. If you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe if you're new. And if you want to come along and see some in-person behind-the-scenes stuff, we do also have a Twitch channel. We'll leave the link down below.
And in our next episode, we're going to be adding decorations and making it look even more comfy, even more cozy, and even more beautiful.
Bye for now.
Ciao!